Yeah, you wild right now, man.
I just went
Listen,
to a regular job.
live. We are live. We're live. We're live. Listen, for anybody watching this on the replay, shout out to you. We appreciate you. You can still holler at us. Shoot us a message anywhere. But this is the Friday live show brought to you by the Hood, and we're here every Friday. Listen, man, I got my brother Corey here. Corey, what's up with you, bro?
What it is though? How's everybody doing?
All right, you good? You good? Waiting for our folks to come through and holler at us. We got a special guest, man. We got our brother, a member of the MDC, a legend in these trading streets, and one of the kings of screeners, man. We got Showtime in the building. Dion, what's up with you, bro?
Peace. What's up, good brother? Glad to see y'all, man. I feel like I'm a distant cousin, man. I ain't seen y'all, ain't talked to y'all in forever.
It's you been hiding out, dog. That's all.
That's it, man. I've been on
it's
the low,
all gravy,
man.
Bro. Yo, listen though. Before we get started and talking about all that, man, did you hear the Kendrick album?
Most of it.
What's your thoughts? You know you're a hip hop guy too, so I gotta ask.
It's not for me. I'll just say that. It's not whack. It's not for me. It's not for me.
Don't do this.
It's not for me. But it's not for me, man. Here's the thing with Kendrick, and this has always been my issue. And I just discovered this a couple of years ago. I don't like Kendrick's voice.
Which one?
I don't like. Thank you. I took the words right out of my mouth. I don't like those shifts and changes he does with it. I don't like any of that. And especially that he has one. He starts the album off with one, and I really hate that one. Now when he raps, it's like, okay, it's a couple of songs that I think are good. But I'll probably never listen to it again.
Okay, I respect that. I respect that.
It's not anything that I'm gonna go back to.
I mean, my thing is, I think the album's phenomenal, yo. I think the boy. You know what? It's actually I was telling Corey this earlier. I said it's actually difficult for me to compare him to other rappers because the boy's a brilliant writer, and I know that may sound crazy, but I can't compare him to another rapper. He's writing on a level that's like beyond rap. Like someone who loves literature. Like this dude is somewhere else, man. That's all I'm gonna say though.
Yeah, Corey, that's why. Go ahead, Corey.
No, I mean, I like the fact that he does him. You know what I mean? Like, everybody else be doing somebody else. He be doing him.
He's in his own world.
I heard somebody said, and I'm always interested to have these Kendrick conversations with Kendrick because I'm not a Kendrick fan. Like I don't hate him, I don't dislike him. He has lyrics, he has songs that I think are really good, but I'm not a fan. So this conversation is always interesting to me because I heard someone say, my young boy told me today, he said this is Kendrick's his Yeezus phase. And he compared it to Kanye. And would you agree with that, Jimmy? Like, is this the?
I wouldn't though. I'm gonna tell you why. This actually is one of my favorite Kendrick albums. Like everybody likes Damn, you know what I'm saying, Good Kid and all that. Like, but to me, this is I wouldn't call it the Yeezus phase. A lot of people hate Yeezus though, by the way.
Because
I didn't necessarily hate Yeezus.
Yeah, it was whack. Call it what it was. It was whack.
This is why I asked you. I know you're a hip hop fan, so that's why I gotta start off by asking you that, man. But you know,
yo, man, that's my guy. That's my man's in them, man. Like, and listen, I wasn't a big Kendrick fan, so I like all of his albums. I love Damn, and his album, I actually think comparatively might be his best album. And everybody that's saying it's whack, like, to me, this is just flat out artistry, right?
That's
like
what
I don't think that it's not your typical hip hop album, which is why most people don't like it.
But are any of his albums your normal hip hop album? No, because To Pimp a Butterfly wasn't your normal hip hop album.
This isn't nothing that you're gonna put in the whip.
And that's the album I like the least, right? So because I wasn't used to Kendrick, but then as he,
over time you get more.
Over time, I started to. I was like, okay, I get where he's going, right? Because he's not writing radio songs. He's creating full bodies of art. Like every album,
it sounds almost at points in this album. It sounds like a stage play.
Literally. Like he's not writing for the masses. He's writing for people that like theater and art and stuff like that. He's not writing for the general populace.
Is he the Jordan Peele of hip hop? This is a good question.
No, it's a good question, but I think Peele be going too far. So like Peele, like I ain't gonna slander Jordan Peele. I don't slander black men on camera. But all I'm gonna say is, how can I put this? Oh, I know how I'm gonna put it. That's just not for me.
Right. Okay. Got it. You know what I'm because
saying?
I see these think pieces about people talking about how the album cover, the brown wall with the white spots, is how Kendrick finds himself with the white people in the world, and people do these long, drawn out think pieces.
They do.
And I'm like, maybe my brain just isn't that deep. Like I'm a boom bap kind of guy. Like at my core, I'm a boom bap kind of guy.
Listen, I love the boom bap.
That explains everything. Then
storytelling is my favorite thing.
But no, that explains everything because there is no boom bap to this. There is no car you're gonna put in the whip and just crank up. It's not that.
It's none of that. No,
there are no singles on here. But anyway, let's get to it, man. Let's see. We got our folks coming in now. So let's see who's here to join us, man. We just having a little conversation as people start to come in. We got our brother Don Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Don, the ETF God. You know what I'm saying? V-Don is here. Mark, what's up with you, Mark? Mark, man, appreciate you coming out the other night, man. We definitely appreciate you, good brother, pulling up on us, man. Salute to you.
Appreciate that love, man. Appreciate you showing us love.
Jose's in the building. What's up, Jose? We got Tay Renee here. Tay is here. We got Sean who says, I thought I was the only one. That's why I can't get into K-Dot. Oh, we got some more K-Dot hate.
It's not.
I know. I'm being smart, yo. I hate the one where he talks through the voice where he talks through his nose.
That's the one.
It's funny because in our group chat we call him AVK, man. Alien Voice Kenny is what we call him because he be out here making alien voices. That can get annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't get jiggy with it, man. Why does he do that though?
I mean, that's probably an older 3 Stacks.
That's part of him.
3 Stacks.
That's how he expresses himself. It doesn't bother me. Like, it's not something I like. Like, ooh, that's special. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't like something I find to be dope. But it's also not something that bothers me.
It reminds me a lot of Eminem. Eminem does that sometimes. Like that.
He does too.
See, I don't like Eminem at all.
Bingo.
That's for different reasons. Sakina, what's good with you?
Bingo.
I'm a chill. I'm
don't like Eminem at all.
Theodore, what's up, man? Peace, beloved.
Well, that's not true. I like storyteller Eminem. I don't like
Stan. Right.
Ooh, we got a comment here from Robert, right? How about this comment? All right, let's see Showtime. What you think about this right here, man? The state of hip hop is so whack that great artistry seems weird.
I agree.
What you think about that one?
I don't think Kendrick is weird. Like, it's just not for me. Like, it's you know what I'm saying? Like, when people say, okay, well, Drake is whack or this person is whack, I can hear those arguments, but it's not like his bars. I'm saying his bars are whack. There's not like his bars aren't whack to me. They're just not. You're not
saying that he can't rap. You're just saying that what he's talking about ain't just speed.
Right? He can rap. Like he can. There's no question the boy can rap. It just ain't for me. Like, I like the song with him and the girl.
You don't like his style. I don't like his style. Robert, I think that's an interesting comment.
And you know what? That's fair because there's some rappers I want to listen to that I know can rap, but as soon as they start rapping, like they got whack beats or they style is weird to me, and it's not like they can't rap. They can't listen to them.
It's like that's J. Cole to me, right? J. Cole can rap. No, J. Cole can rap.
He can rap, but he's boring. But he's boring.
Literally go to sleep.
See, like, I don't find J. Cole boring because I'm into the bars.
But he's boring.
I call him
NyQuil. Right.
See, I'm into the bars. So
Mark said he heard his whack. Jose was laughing out loud. Jesus was trash. Jesus wasn't trash, yo. Stop that, bro. Stop it. Yo, the Jordan Peele of hip hop. So he likes that comparison.
That's what I'm saying, because
that's what's up.
No one else gets these think pieces. No one else. No other MC
because no one else can write like this either, though, right? So I get your point. Sometimes people take it too far. Like I've seen people take it way far, and it's actually at this point is almost like they're making a joke. I don't know whether they're serious or not.
Right.
So I get that. I get what you're saying, but I also don't think no one's writing on this level. And me and Corey talked about that. Corey was like, "Well, such and such can write on this level." I'm like, "No, but he can't though." Like Kendrick is different. Like his pen is just somewhere else. Like again, it's hard for me to compare him to rappers. It just is. Right. So, he says, if you're not glamorizing drug dealing, use, materialism, and hypersexualized nonsense and misogyny, then you're deemed eclectic. That's the thing. The topics even on this thing, he's talking about like mental health, wealth. He's talking about like feeling like a hypocrite. Like some of the content on here.
The song with him and the girl, I like that song a lot.
That's hard. I
like that song a lot. I do like
that song.
What about the one Father Time? He's talking about his daddy issues.
I like that one. and it's
see,
maybe
that's what I'm
one
saying.
more.
But my thing is, he's building a work of art. It take him so long to make albums because he's building.
Houston said he needs some better voices. He needs some better different voices.
Again. So like when I like people who do concept albums, right? This is why I like the Roots. This is why
That's why you like J. Cole.
That's why I like J. Cole. I like concept albums.
You like
So like I can go from beginning to end, and if you have a concept album, if I can see where you were going with the concept album, I'm more likely
let me ask you a
to
question.
like that album.
What's your favorite concept album that you of all time? Concept album, not hip hop album. Concept album.
Ready to Die.
That's funny because you're right, but I've never
thought of Ready to Die as a concept album.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way. But you're right. How about you? So then, what's your favorite concept?
I don't like concept albums. That was Corey.
Oh, you don't like them at all?
I do not, because I didn't like any of those. Cole gave us 2 back-to-back concept albums. I thought they were both horrible. The Roots concept album was what? How I Got Over? Was that the concept album?
It's a bunch of them. The Roots got like 3 or 4 concept albums.
Most of the albums are concept albums.
Most of them are concept albums.
They're my favorite. I don't like any of them.
I'm gonna tell you what's my favorite concept album of all time, and everybody gonna cuss me out because it's not Biggie Pocket. Yo, Mickey Fax has an album called Mickey Mouse. That might be one of the most amazing concept albums I've ever heard in my life. Like it's just.
Mickey.
Listen, I remember listening to the album, and I think I was at the Virginia,
he a monster, man.
And I felt like I was in a movie. Like it's literally that good. If you're in the concept album.
For me, Ready to Die is the best concept album ever.
I gotta think about that, man. Because I never even thought about it as being a concept album. But
but if you think about it,
the album is called Ready to Die.
It starts off with the intro.
He's right. He's right.
The intro from being born.
We got the interludes and everything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
By the way, Kendrick got Ghostface doing interludes. Wow, bananas. Anyway,
I did kind of like that. I did like that.
What's up, good brother? I needed in that new groundbreaking venture. Listen, man, listen.
Most people wouldn't think of it as a concept album because you can listen to the songs individually and you wouldn't get concept album out of it.
Yeah, but that's probably why it's at a whole other level, because that he made a concept album that you still can do that with. That's actually pretty genius.
That sounds like a think piece.
Now you give me
Core.
more argument to why Biggie's the GOAT. I appreciate that, Core. But listen,
sounds like a think piece. It sounds like a think piece.
I want to give myself a shout out, right? You know what I'm saying? Our brother here is talking about. I got a breaking ground venture.
Yeah, I saw the what is that joint? I don't even know what it's called. The yellow
man. Yeah,
crane.
The kind of toys used to play with kids, man. You know, we got them outside in real life now, man.
Jeez,
we got the backhoe outside, man. So we knocking the building down. We about to do a ground up. You know what I'm saying? So I just want everybody to know to put some respect on my name. That's all.
What are you building?
3 single family homes.
And you're
knocking down the current structure and
knocking down the current structure, which was like a small apartment building, but it got like a piece of land back there. We got to build 3 single family homes. You know what I'm saying?
In Philly?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah,
I need to come over and hang out with y'all guys, man. Y'all guys,
we outside, bro. We
be out here in the streets.
Y'all doing some great work, man. Y'all doing the Lord's work out here, man. I need to come up there, man. I need to go to
appreciate that, good brother, man. But you doing your thing too, man.
I ain't doing nothing compared to that.
Listen, man, I don't have
a backhoe.
Yo, Showtime outside is a speaker now. He out here on his Umar joint, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when the school coming, when the school coming, fam?
The Marcus Garvey school.
Yo, slander.
The comment on the Sun God phase was whack. Yo, I hated that too, because I'm such a huge Common fan. When he started, wearing trash bags, that hurt my heart, yo.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it didn't hurt my heart because he was acting and dressing weird. It hurt my heart because the music suffered, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah. His music took it took a dip.
Like you saying, like my comment about J. Cole. Here's the thing, though. J. Cole is dumb nice. He's dumb nice.
He can rap.
Yeah.
But to me, he doesn't make good albums.
He makes good songs, but not good albums.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna share all the details. I'm as soon as I get like my plans, I'm gonna share everything. Cole and Kendrick on the same level? Nope, not at all. Put it like this. All right, here's what I say. I feel like Kendrick can make the music that Cole makes. I don't feel like Cole can make the music that Kendrick makes. That makes any sense at all. Hey, don't be tardy for the party. Toya is here, but she's here. That's all that matters. I just like good hip hop.
Hold on, let's go back a little bit.
Anybody can make the concept albums that.
All right, so CJ said all the Roots Jones is hard. He said all them Jones is hard.
Yeah.
Corey ain't gonna disagree with that.
I
Jim,
love
you
it.
don't,
Ashley,
you don't
what's
think
up, Ashley?
Jim, you don't think that Cole could make? You don't think that Cole could have made this album?
No, he couldn't have.
At
He
all.
couldn't. He doesn't write this way. He doesn't write this way. His writing isn't layered this way. But hold on though, this is a classic album. I'm glad you brought it up. He a real hip hop head.
Shout out to my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law. Shout out to my brother-in-law. Hip hop heads all over here, man.
Yeah, he a real hip hop head.
Yeah. That album is that's another hard album.
We got some hip hop heads on the live stream tonight. Tonka Williams, yo, I'm going. Listen, you should have gave me that name because I'm running with that.
That's a dope name actually. It sounds like a wrestler. It sounds like a wrestler from the WWF.
Mark, it's uptown, man. It's in Germantown, right between Baton and Germantown Avenue on Herman Street. So you know what I'm saying? Yes, we definitely outside with it.
The Marcus Garvey School
said perfect sense. Game made the Pimp a Butterfly over damn near
stole his whole swag.
He said corny ass Game is the best mimic rapper of all time. Listen, Game can rap his ass off though.
You took the words out of my mouth. You took the words right out of my mouth. He can rap his ass off. He corny.
All right,
he
man,
corny.
So we got our every time Dion pull up, we got.
I know, man. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, listen,
no apologies needed, bro.
I love it. Listen, this is all about culture, man. This is culture, man. We talking stocks and culture, man. We trying to make stocks.
Oh, the minstrel show, yeah.
That's another one. No, that's another one. That's another one.
Think about that.
None of these are better than Ready to Die, though.
Oh no.
They're not. They're not. But you just gave me a whole new argument, though. Like, because that might be the only concept album I could think of where each song can actually be its own single, and then together it's a concept. It's actually pretty fire.
Yeah. Do you think, Corey? Do you think it was intended to be a concept album?
Yes, he named the damn album Ready to Die.
I mean,
yes.
The only reason I would say yes is because of the interludes.
Right.
If you listen to all the interludes,
and the matter of fact, I'm sick of talking. You know what I'm saying? Like it literally, like
I'm sick of niggas. I'm sick.
And then in the beginning,
it was birth at the beginning.
Birth in the beginning,
and then at the end, you know. And then he talks about, you know what I mean? Like it's a whole concept album, but you wouldn't think about it as a concept album. If he was going through the phases.
Look at Dion and Deep Thought. He never thought about that before either.
Nah. And I'm thinking, so Corey, I'm going to ask you this. Since you're the concept album expert, I'll ask you this. It's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And I'm not being funny. It's Miseducation of Lauryn. I'm not being funny. I promise I'm not.
Here we go.
Because it starts off in a similar way. It's called the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. It starts off there in the classroom.
She's going through her phases.
Would you consider it a concept album?
Huh?
Concept album?
No, not in the sense that Ready to Die is, right? Because she didn't, and I don't think she intended it to be a concept album.
All right, I'm gonna stop y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. I want to say this to the audience. For the audience that don't know, there's an ongoing debate between Corey and Dion about like, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, whether it's an actual hip hop album or not. They've been going at this for a while.
If any Drake album is a hip hop album, Miseducation is a hip hop.
Drake doesn't have any hip hop albums. Drake doesn't. I said that Drake doesn't have any hip hop albums.
Drake doesn't have any hip hop. All right, I'm gonna make a crazy distinction. It's a hip hop album, that the Miseducation, but it's not a rap album. I think those are two different things.
I can't buy it. After going through, after we had the conversation the last time and really listening to and saying that this album has more R&B and singing on it than it does rap, I can't classify it as
none of Drake's albums are albums.
I don't think so.
None of them are hip hop albums.
I wouldn't argue that. I wouldn't argue that. I think Drake is aside from his first mixtape, all of Drake's albums have been pop albums with some rap sprinkled in. Some really good raps, because I think Drake can really rap.
I'm not saying that he can't rap. This is not Drake slander. This is just saying if Miseducation isn't an album,
a hip hop album,
then then nothing that Drake ever made is a hip hop album.
I would agree with that.
So is The Love Below a hip hop album?
Is I'm not an Outkast fan, so I'm not really the one to ask. I'll keep that apart.
Speaker Box and The Love Below was the
no, I get that, but I'm asking just The Love Below. That's like that is that a hip hop album?
Because that had a lot of singing. They had a lot of singing on that joint.
I've never heard it.
You what?
You what? You've never heard Speaker Box Love Below?
Nah. Nah,
it's time to get to the screeners now, man.
Not in their entirety.
I guarantee you heard Hey Ya. You heard Hey Ya though.
Yeah. I've heard the songs. I've never heard the albums in their entirety. Either side of them. Speakerbox or Love Below. I've definitely heard the songs.
I don't even know how that's possible, bro. How's that possible? CJ giving you the cover face right now, man. Like, what's up with you, man?
I'm
like,
Outcast.
You gotta just get like, even as you just gotta listen once. Like, even if you don't like it, you just, like, for me,
you can't
like,
call yourself a hip hop
rappers I don't like. I listen to the album
behind you and say you never heard Speakerbox Love Below. Hold on, matter of fact, hold.
I've never had the desire.
You were a damn DJ on the radio.
I never had to play a whole album. I never had the desire to listen to any Outkast album. Sorry, I mean, sorry.
So Aquemini. None of them. No Outkast album?
Nah.
Wow.
Southern Playlist, the Cadillac, none of them.
Yo, shout to Death Certificate. That's another good one.
My ear is very East Coast biased, and it has always been.
At least you're honest about it.
Yeah, it's very.
I'm East Coast biased too, but damn, bro, like
that right there adds to like your Kendrick slander too, though. But real quick though, Nate Dogg, is Nate Dogg a hip hop album?
It does. I was gonna say that earlier. Yes, it does. I've never heard a Nate Dogg album, so he was a singer. So I would probably say no. I would say no because Nate Dogg was a singer.
You probably got a pair like yo, you got a pair of beef and broccolis on right now.
Oh man, only if I could. Only if I could.
You see my man got on beef and broccoli.
Yeah, with no socks and shorts on. You better bet it, Jack. Huh? You better know it.
On the beach. I agree. He's a pop artist, not a hip hop artist.
Yo, that's a hard body, yo. I'm about to go buy a pair of beef and broccoli just so I can say I got it.
Listen, man.
I gotta buy it. Yo, now you mentioned them. I gotta go buy a pair of beef.
Hey, Robert, man. Robert said you gotta be canceled, man. You can't be up there talking about no.
Hey man, I've been throwing out a lot of places.
Now I got a question. What about Snoop Dogg Doggy Style, man?
As a concept album or what?
As a concept album, I also want to know if you heard it because I mean you don't.
I have heard it. Yes, I have heard it. I have heard it.
Man.
I've heard it. You can't stream it right now. You can't stream it right now, but I've heard it.
StreamYard not even showing what LaFemme put up there, but I guarantee it's an emoji about like slander.
I'll take all the slander, man. But
listen, man, get the Sandman in here, man.
You gotta stand in your truth, man.
Chaz, listen, Chaz reps Memphis. Hey, listen,
man. I ain't mad at you.
What's your opinion of Memphis hip hop, Dion?
I'm a huge Young Dolph fan. I'm trying to think who else from Memphis. I'm a huge Yo Gotti fan. I like Moneybagg Yo. I'm trying to think who else.
All right. I just want to make sure you got time today. All right, hold on quick. East Coast.
So I'm not a huge fan of them, but I listened to the album once.
Ashley
I don't like none of their albums. I can't stand none of them dudes as far as rappers. Right. But as far as listening to them, I don't listen to their albums.
Got some fire, bro.
I don't like none of their style. I don't like none of that. But I will listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just this my thing is I know what it sounds like because I listen to it.
That recession-proof song is fire. All right, but listen though, we about to get into the screeners, man, because I can't believe that Dion came on here and said he never heard an Outkast album.
Never.
I don't even know how that's possible.
I stand
especially from a hip hop dude. Yeah, you got like, listen, man, you literally worked in radio for multiple decades. You're a radio legend, and this is crazy. So when they so I'm pretty sure the station at some point said, "Yo, you got to play Outkast."
But that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying that I don't like Outkast songs. I like Southern Playalistic. I think Hey Ya is a classic record. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Those are,
But he plays records, so he listens to records. He don't listen
radio to records. Like my
wife but based on that, you never said, "Let me go listen to an album."
Nah, never had a desire to. My wife will tell you right now. She'll be like if we hear like my guys, the Opioid Era, they did a record and they redid one of the Dungeon Family joints. They did a joint over the Dungeon Family's beat. Might have been Witch Doctor or something. I was like, yo, this is a dope beat. So my wife comes in and she was like, yeah, that's the Dungeon Family beat from '97. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good beat.
All right. I got one more question. We're gonna move on. First of all, I want to give my cousin a shout out, man. What's up, Yas? How you? Oh yeah, I'm talking about Yo Gotti with the recession proof song, Ash.
Gotti's my guy.
So Speakerbox and Love Below was probably their finest work. But here's my thing, though. All right, so you admit it. You got an East Coast bias. You're a boom bap guy.
Absolutely.
Who's your favorite Southern artist or rapper? Do you like anybody? Like, who would be?
Well, that would depend. Are we So here's the thing: is the South? Where is the
There you
South
go.
beginning?
He's trying to find somebody from North
No,
Carolina.
no, 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 no,
That's
no,
what
no,
you're
no,
doing.
no, 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 no. Does the South begin in Virginia and down, or does the South begin in North Carolina and down? Where does the South begin for you?
All right, so
Because you know, the argument a lot of times is, would you consider Clips as a Southern group? Would you consider Pusha as a Southern artist? He's from Virginia, but
that whole squad is Southern artists.
Ain't Pusha from
I believe
Bronx
once you cross the Mason-Dixon line, you in the South, bro.
So Pusha's technically from New York.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
I mean,
they were born in New York, but they were raised in the 757.
All right, below the Mason-Dixon line, man. What's your favorite Southern artist?
I'll go traditional Southern artist in that sense, because of course everyone knows that Rhapsody is my favorite artist in the world. Yeah. But we'll do traditional Southern artists. I would probably say, damn, that's a good question, Jim. I don't know.
I see some good candidates.
Yeah, see, all right, so let me put some of this up here.
I don't know.
See now, Jamil, Face is my guy. I love
Scarface.
Face is one of the 10 guys in my top 5. I didn't want to say nothing because me and Corey got an ongoing Scarface debate, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
The Fix is one of the greatest albums of all time.
Push is not Southern. Yes, it is. Tell that to Corey. But never mind. I'm gonna chill though.
Fix is one of the greatest albums.
Again, I like Scarface when he raps with other people better than I like Scarface alone.
The VA is too close.
This is not saying Scarface can't rap. This is me saying that I like Scarface when he's
all right. So everybody coming with the Scarface love. I like that, man. Gotta get Scarface's flower.
I'm not a Scarface hater. I'm just not as big a Scarface fan as y'all are, and I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I'm not as big a fan.
All right,
you know what I mean?
We got like 20 minutes of our hip hop talking, man. But we are here to talk about actually investing in screeners and all those kind of things. We
need to do this more often.
We're screening hip hop albums right now.
We're screening hip hop albums. So Daniel says he's the biggest 8-Ball and MJG fan. And consider he likes boom bap. I don't even want to know what he has to say about it. What about the Snowman? You don't mess with the Snowman?
I like old Jeezy. I don't like new Jeezy. I don't like any post.
You don't like gentrified Jeezy?
No, that's the perfect word. Thank you, Jim. That is the perfect. I don't like gentrified Jeezy. I do not. I think
like the Snowman.
I like the Snowman. I think Trap or Die is a classic album. I think the Recession, I think is a classic album. But anything like after 2002, that's where it starts to get murky.
Listen, man, Jeezy turned his life around. But listen though,
Ross. I'm sorry, Ross. Ross is my favorite Southern album. There we go, Ross.
So, you know what's funny about that? That's because he got like a
Ross.
You hear this? Ross and Pusha, the two dudes that sound like they might as well be from New York, right? Anyway, all right, let's move on though.
Ross is last point. Ross is the best beat selector of the last 2 generations, and I'll end it there. Nobody picks better beats than Ross. Nobody.
No, he's definitely up there. He's the
I would disagree with that. Not nobody picking better beats than Ross.
Who you got?
Jigga.
Aside from Jay-Z.
I think Ross picked better. I think Ross picked better beats than Jay, right? But personally, but I think Ross.
Man. Jay-Z
the greatest at luxury rap. I just made a whole new subgenre. It's called luxury rap.
When he get in that soul bag,
there's nobody better at picking beats that go. Jay. I mean, they all in that same space.
I think Ross is better. I do think Ross is better at that. I'm not saying Ross is better. Do not misquote me.
No, I see what you're saying, but
when he getting his Justice League soul bag, it's over.
Man, when he get with Bink, oh man, it's different. That's Santorini Grease.
And don't let Wale start talking
listen.
Poetry. If you start talking his poetry, it's
again,
over.
Ross.
All right, stop though. Chill.
All right, let's get to the record.
We're 30 minutes in. Okay.
And for the record, if I would have held that and not listened to y'all, I'd be up 120% right now.
All right, so that's what about to get off a cliff. But I want to put this quote up from Houston because he's not lying. The game does pick great beats.
He does.
He might be a corny human being that some people believe, but he can rap. He picks good beats. I give him that though.
He does.
Yeah. So everybody's saying that Ross picks better beats. All right, so y'all going real deep into hip hop. He's talking about Big Mike. I'm a chill though. Let's get into the actual investment, man. So first and foremost, Corey did a class this past week in the MDC about Bybit, which is where we're trading crypto at. Corey, by the way, I wanted to upload the file. You sent me the wrong file, bro. Like, so the file you showed the Bybit file. So once we get that straight, we'll have that uploaded to the MDC. Actually, by tonight, there's gonna be several uploads in the MDC, so make sure you take a look at that. Dion, aka Showtime, is a member at MDC, and he is a master at using screeners. He showed us one time in our class how he does it, and I asked him to come on to the Friday show just to share that skill set with the folks that watch the show, because he shows you how to find plays, right? And I do want to say this because most of the time on Friday we just kick it and talking, but we're going to get a little some technical stuff right now and talk about investing. So anything we say is for educational and informational purposes only. This is not investment advice. We're just having a conversation. We want to kick it with everybody, but show some of the stuff that we're doing kind of behind the scenes in the MDC on our Friday show. If you are watching live, please do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the love button, because the various groups that we're in, this will put this in front of more people. So we want to get more people in here to see what we got going on. Corey is a master at screeners too. So we're going to, show a couple screeners this evening and really get into it. Also, for the folks that are in the MDC, I got to let you know what we got coming up. We got Chastity, who's in the comments, is bringing her own selection of classes. It's going to be entitled, Getting Bags with Chaz. She's going to show everything she got with her strategy of she has three things that she trades, and she gets to it. She's going to do some intro stuff for people who just trying to learn options and things like that. We got Leslie, who's working on a class right now, how to use TradingView. She's also working on something to show her system. She only trades 2 days a week. She trades Tuesdays and Thursdays and makes a full-time living. But she's going to break all that down. So we got that class coming. I finished writing the whole course today. And the course is fire, if I do say so myself. It's a real estate class. So the real estate class is coming to the MDC. I'm going to show y'all some of the stuff that I do in the real estate game. But the class, put it like this: the class,
and once I send Jimmy the Bible class, it's going to be back there.
The real estate course that I'm giving the folks here is the same one that I've literally taught at a university, but I've added even more to it. I'm adding more to it, and you guys are going to be excited about that when you see it, because
it can be used in any state, Jim. Like no matter what state you're in.
Oh, this works everywhere, bro. This works everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing the system that I use. I'm showing how to value properties the correct way, which is one of the things that most people never talk about. All these quote unquote, and I'm not that. Like I'm showing what I do, but what I've recognized is a lot of these people out here talk about you need to do this and do this, that, but they don't talk about the one thing that's most important, which is the valuation process. So I'm gonna dig deep into that and show how to use that to become a great real estate investor. But all that being said,
Jim, let me ask you a question real quick.
Go ahead.
So in terms of real estate, how do you think the interest rates would affect people who are looking to jump into the real estate market? And then
once valuation big time.
Now that's why what I'm saying is so important, because most of the folks out here. So here's the first thing: interest rates have been low for a while, right? In every market, we've been in a bull market for a while at this point. So now we're going to really get to see who knows what they're doing, or who can stay in the game. Because I've been doing this so long, like half of the folks that was investing with me back in the early 2000s, a lot of them are preachers now. They got out of the game, right? You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to have to make adjustments now. Because if you're running what most people out there teaching, which is the BRRRR strategy, right? When you go to refinance, you have to make sure you know the value of the property, because when you refinance, if you started a deal and you thought you were going to refinance at 3, and now you're trying to refinance and the rate is 6, what's that going to do for your cash flow? If you bought wrong, you're in trouble, right? The great thing about real estate, though, and this isn't a real estate class, but I do want to say this: the great thing about real estate is one of the greatest investments, because it's a forgiving asset. Even if you buy wrong and do everything wrong, over time you still can make money, because over time, based on inflation and other factors that we'll be going over in the course, real estate tends to appreciate. So even if you make the mistake, as long as you're able to hold and maintain, eventually, it's a forgiving investment, which is very powerful.
You're gonna get your money slow, but you're gonna get your money.
But you have to be able to hold, and that's the thing. So if you're over leveraged and you owe a lot of money to a lot of people, that might be difficult. But a lot of these people out here who are talking about you got to do this and do that, you got to be very, very careful, and you have to understand the values of your properties, because if you're just trying to run this BRRRR strategy, but you don't understand the value, and you see people start complaining, my appraiser did this. I mean, you should be able to know what the appraiser is going to come back with before they even come back with it, if you know what you're doing. Anywho, hey, appreciate that. Yeah, so there's some gems right there. Yeah. So we about to get into it, though. So let's talk about these screeners, though. First of all, for the folks who may not know, Corey, do me a favor and explain what a stock screener is.
Stock screener is a way to look for companies that do specific things. or under specific circumstances, right? So if you want the companies that you think going to explode, or you want companies you think are going to tank, or if you're looking for companies that move sideways, if you're looking for companies to run cover calls, if you're looking for companies to do anything, you set a screen for them and you put them all together, and what it'll do is it'll lump those companies all together, and you'll be able to look at and evaluate which one fits your eye.
In this current climate, what kind of things are you looking for? Like, what are you looking for? What are you running screeners on in this current climate that we're in?
Well, I'm looking for companies that's going to fall flat on their face and tank, because I want to make money on the way down too. I made money on the way up. I'm trying to make money on the way down too. So I'm looking for poorly run companies that don't make no money, haven't made money, and are estimated not to make any money in the near future. So I'm looking for those companies, because I want those companies. Oh, I'm looking for companies that recently IPO'd too. If they recently IPO'd, because they're gonna take an L.
Hey Corey, talk about what you put in the MDC a couple of days ago with the Netflix about your account. With it was Netflix.
Oh,
and
yeah. So I
thought it was really dope, bro. I thought it was super dope.
I started an account with $200, right? And then I just picked a bunch of companies that stink, right? So to me, Netflix is a bad company, right? They got too much competition, and they're not set up to face that competition well, because in an environment where it costs more money to borrow, they're paying their artists and all of those people a lot of money. They're not set up to win, and they're not at the point where they're not getting more new eyes to what they got going on. Mm-hmm. They assed out. So I just think I think their stock price is going to take an L. Ford, same thing. I think Ford is not well positioned, because they got debt from the 1960s still on their books. And it is not really that they're a bad company. They just got bad debt from 60 years ago. And they still paying off on that bad debt. Until they can get rid of that 60-year-old debt, they gonna be in trouble. I had some other companies in there. I think all of the new retail companies are in trouble. I think Shopify and Etsy and all. I think because people getting back in the streets. Those was specific
at home plays. People not gonna be at home as much. Once the coronavirus got lifted, their valuation is gonna change. I forgot, but yeah,
the gist of what you were doing, you took $200 and did what?
I just bought long puts on all of them. I just found companies that I can buy long puts on that my $200 would go for, and then once they start to make money, like I made 100% on Netflix. I got out of the Netflix when I got into the Ford one, made $60 on the Ford. You know what I mean? Like I'm just building this.
You're going way out of the money.
I'm going way out the money and way far away. And
all right, so now let's make sure we explain this right. When you say you're going way out of the money and way far away, give us an example number-wise.
So on the Netflix joint, I got a 60 put. Netflix is at 170 right now.
So
and you got a $60 put
on a $170
I bought a $60 put on 107. When I bought the put, Netflix was $210.
So you bought a $60 put when the company was trading for $210. So let's make sure, because I know some folks are watching it because we're doing this public. This isn't behind the scenes in our class, but this is some of the conversations we have. So you bought a $60 put on something trading at $210. So that means
but the put was for January of.
That means that you're quote unquote betting that the value of that company is going to go all the way down or start moving towards $60.
Yeah, start moving toward it, because it didn't get nowhere near my strike price, because when I bought it, Netflix was at $215. The contract I paid for $100. I paid $100 for it, right? And then a week later, it was worth $200 because it went from $215 down to $165.
So I think it's a lesson there too. You don't have to hit the number.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't got to hit my number to make money off of it. I made 100% on it in a week and a half, and it only went down $30.
So you started a small account intentionally. You just put a couple hundred. Let me take a couple $100. Yeah, what's that account up to now?
It's about a G,
right? So here's
a lot of bad companies out here.
so the funny thing about that is, right, at that test of taking just $200 and making it 1,000 just by shorting these bad companies.
Yeah,
you could have did the same play, right? Just putting it out there. You could have did the same thing with like 2,000 or 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
You would have got the same rate of return, but you were just doing it with a small account, right? And
I just wanted to grow a small account.
Yeah. That's dope, because it show people that you don't need a bunch of money to get into the game and make the moves.
And that's exactly why I did it, because you don't need $1 million to make money in the markets. Like I just took this $200 account. Like, yeah, DraftKings is another one. They got too much competition. I got puts on DraftKings right now. American Airlines. I think American Airlines is going to be a $10 stock. So
I mean, long as I'm on the American Airlines flight this Sunday, so long as they I don't care.
Yeah, no, the plane's still gonna fly. The government ain't gonna
me, man.
There's companies that the government won't let fail, that they will let their stock price tank though. They won't let them fail out of business, but they let
catch me in 1A. Catch me in 1A this Sunday. Anyway, listen, let's see.
So it's just a bunch of companies. This is not investment advice. This is just what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And so now, I still got a bunch of those calls out there. One that I'm taking a beating on for some reason is Roblox. Roblox stink. Roblox is a terrible company, but I'm taking I'm down 75% on those contracts because it's so volatile.
Yeah. All right. So we got a couple things. So you brought put leaps. Am I saying that right?
That's exactly what I did.
Yep. That is correct.
And I let them go up to 50, 100%. I change them out for new companies so that I can, I can afford more companies. So I'm trying to get, the account up big enough to get to some of these other companies that got a bigger valuation, and I'm going to go smack them in the head, and I'm going to double and triple this account.
All right. So Chad says, I teach this for my people who can't day trade, right? About some of the strategy you're talking about. And Mark says, don't say that, Corey. I own AA. Mark,
I feel sorry.
Here's my question to Mark, though. My question to Mark is, what about AA is what made you purchase them as a company? Right?
He probably is looking at it like the government probably won't let them go out of business.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But
that doesn't. They will not hold up their stock price. I could tell you that damn much.
That's the argument that our brother Kamari makes about Ford. I'm like, I don't care though. The government can keep you around. Doesn't mean that you're ever going to make any money. You might just linger around $2-3 the rest of your life.
You're just going to be like a poltergeist.
I want to say something before and Dion, you can pull your screen up if you want to get started with that.
Okay,
part. But I do want to say this though, right? So this past Wednesday, I spoke at the Better Than Success live event. It was their first live event in a couple years. It was a dope event. Shout out to Nicole and everybody from Better Than Success. And shout out to my brother Corey pulling up and everything. You know what I'm saying? We was in the building though. But afterwards, people were asking questions. We were sitting there, and a gentleman came to me and asked me a question, which I found very interesting because anytime you talk to people who invest and you get their reasons for investing, it's always interesting. And he was asking me about certain companies. He's like, the market's down. I'm ready to sell everything. I'm like, well, what made you buy it in the first place? The company doesn't matter. He said the price. It was cheap. That's never a reason to buy a company,
that is the worst reason in the world to buy a stock.
Yeah, and as I say that, Mark writes this. I bought it cheap. Airlines want to come back. All right, but in general, so you look at the price of a company. Never buy on price alone. When you buy a stock, you're buying ownership in a company, right? So when you buy ownership in a company, if the stock price goes down, but nothing changed about the company, you should still want to hold that company. Forget the price, right? I don't like, for instance, I'll give you an example, and I don't know if Jose's still here. Shout out to Jose, that's my brother. He's a huge, long-time Coke investor. You know what I mean?
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, let me clear that. Let me clear that. Yeah. We can talk about push it. So if Coke drops in price like 50% tomorrow, right? And if nothing changed with the company, I doubt Jose will sell. I'm a long-term shareholder of KO, by the way, too. That's not investment advice. I'm not going to sell if nothing changed with the company. I don't care what the price is. I want to own that company. So I just think that's interesting because I hear that a lot. So as we get into these screeners and show you how to run screeners and look for specific companies, understand that price alone is never a reason to go buy something on price alone. Just don't do that. But I'm going to jump into Dion sharing his screen.
Word up.
And by the way, though, what website are you on at this point?
Well, let me say this. I have two different ways of screening. So what I'm going to show you tonight is going to be the first way that I go through screeners. There's actually another way that I think is also pretty dope that people need to learn too. But I'm on the website CBOE. And for those who don't know, CBOE is the Chicago Board of Exchanges. So I go here. The first thing that I do when I'm looking for screeners, and I don't have to do this regularly anymore because this step was like the first step that I took was setting up my screeners. But I want everybody to see like what you need to do to initially set up your screener. So the first thing that I do, I go to the CBOE website, right? On their website, you can go to the down here, if I can find it. Actually, let's see. Go to the U.S. on the markets, but U.S. options.
Okay.
I probably could have there from the top too.
That's what she said.
Oh, good one. Right. So this is the page on their site that focuses on the options exchanges, right? And I'm going to go to where it says available weeklies right here. And when I click on available weeklies, it's going to give me a list of all of the optionable stocks in the market, and I can download it. So I just click right here where it says download available weeklies, and it'll download this. It's moving a little bit slow, but it'll download this list, which is pretty much just a list of any optionable stock there is.
Okay.
From in alphabetical order. Right. So once I've downloaded it, it'll give it to me in an Excel spreadsheet. And then once I have it in that Excel spreadsheet, all I'm going to do is basically copy the tickers, right? This is probably 1,000 tickers. Look at all these tickers.
Yeah.
1,000 tickers. Copy all of those tickers from the Excel spreadsheet. And then I take it and I put those tickers, and I'm going to switch screens. I take those tickers and I put them in. Well, let me see if I can show you what the spreadsheet look like. Hold on, y'all.
You right here doing real science. I knew he was downloading the spreadsheet, and
who would have thought that I actually would be using Excel?
Yeah, I ain't doing none of this stuff. This is next level stuff.
So I'm gonna show you what the Excel sheet look. All right, I can't. It won't let me show the Excel joint for some reason.
Yeah, you probably would have to share your entire screen, not the just the
yeah. Yeah, you're right. All right, but it'll show you. You can see it. It's just an Excel spreadsheet. It has like the tickers and the names of the company. So then what I do is after I've copied it, I go to FinViz, and I'm gonna share this FinViz screen.
Okay.
See if you can pull that joint up, Jim.
Let me see. FinViz. Yep, there you go.
All right, so I go to FinViz, right? And then I would go to screeners. We'll add. My joint's moving super slow.
And by the way, I want to make sure that you're using the free version of FinViz. Obviously, if I see the ad just pop up in my face.
Right. I'm absolutely using the free version. I use the free version of FinViz, but I use the paid version of TradingView. And then right here where it says tickers, I would just paste. Let me see if I can copy it. I'll copy it right here. So you're going to from your spreadsheet, and as I'm saying this, I'm actually copying them. I'm going to copy all of them. What else I will?
You can put them all in at one time?
Yep. And just for time's sake, I'm not going to copy them all right now because there's so many of them, and my computer's going slow. But
all right, here's the question I got, though. What is the logic or reason that you would go and get them from there to copy here as opposed to just trying to find them here?
It's easier. Like for me, it's easier. Like it's because you only do this one time, right? You just go, you find them on the CBOE, you get the spreadsheet, you copy them joints, you put them in one time. So for me, it was easier. So then I just put them right here.
On the actual screener, doesn't it have an option to find things that are just optionable weekly?
Yeah, I believe it does. I believe it does, right? It does.
It's right here on the right-hand side, optionable and shortable.
Right.
Below country, right to the right-hand side, below country. So wouldn't it give you kind of the same companies?
Yeah, I would think so. I just have never done it that way. I've never done it
Okay, no, you're showing us what you do. Okay,
Right. Yeah.
So I might have just saved you some time.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, I only do this one time because I save my screeners.
Okay. So once you do it one time, you never have to come back anyway.
Right. So I put it here, right here, put it in the joint, and it'll give you a list of all of the optional tickers, right?
Okay.
So this is, I didn't copy all of them. I just copied some of them.
Mm-hmm.
So like, probably like 100 or so. So then I go in and then I could save this. Like if I wanted just this, I could save this as a preset.
Okay.
And I'm not logged in. Womp.
No, but I got you. You can save any screener you do. But you just showed me something too though, because I didn't know you could add multiple tickers in. So if I'm only looking at 5 companies every week, I could just come in and drop those 5 and just save that. I mean, that's cool.
Yep. So let me log in. Go back to screener. And I have 4 joints. I got Corey's 2 joints. He showed us a while ago. And then my joint is saved under weekly options.
Okay. So are you always looking for something like within the same week, or so you're doing more weeklies as opposed to like longer swings?
Historically, right. Historically, yeah, I've been looking for more weekly stuff. But then I just go in and search for my technicals and set the parameters of like my technical analysis. So I'll go in and I'll change the candlestick pattern to look for a specific candlestick pattern. So if I want to have a hammer or an inverted hammer, a doji, right? It'll show me all of these tickers that fall under that particular category.
All right, now how'd you do that? Like where are you changing that at?
Go to candlestick.
Candlestick, right? You go to technical right here, and then you go to candlestick.
Oh, candlestick. Okay.
On the right hand side.
All right, got you.
But I think Corey does this too. You want to make sure that you are, you have joints in there that have a good amount of range, that have a good amount of volume. So I'll go in. So
that would be under the fundamental tab.
The average.
No,
it's
all
on
of this is
the descriptive. Okay, I know. But what do you set on the descriptive or the fundamental tab? Is there anything that you set?
I'm on technical right now. I'm on technical.
No, I understand that. So you start at technical.
I started technical. Yeah. I don't even use the fundamental tab. Let me see. Is anything fundamental that I use?
For my screener that I do, I use only the fundamental tab and the descriptive tab. I got more screeners, but for the one that I'm doing tonight, I only
the reason I asked that real quick, I'm not to cut you off. Anytime I use FinViz for this kind of purpose, I always start with the descriptive because the first thing I do is eliminate things by market cap. Because I'm not looking for a lot of
small cap.
Small cap.
I'm not looking for low value stocks. You know what I'm saying? As a high value man, you got to have high value stocks. No, but seriously though.
Let me go.
No, but I'm joking. No, seriously though, you can eliminate a lot of nonsense.
Turning Kevin Samuels, Jim Samuels.
Yo, I'm just joking, man. Rest in peace. Listen. All I'm saying is the market cap, right? If you go to the market cap, you can eliminate a lot of stuff by starting with the descriptive.
Right. So you can change, like you said, you can change this to, like you said, anything you want. Let's see, large. You want to do over $1 billion?
Would it be
large cap joints?
Yeah. Don't forget the other.
You can change. You can change the volume. It's crazy. Volume over 5 million. Corey, what you do? 2 million or 5 million?
2.
Change that to
2. Yes, I'm joking. I'm just joking. I had to get that bar off. Like it was, you know what I'm saying? I'm just joking though.
So if I can get back to technical, if it'll let me get back to it, you can also select the the pattern. So right here, I normally go if I'm looking for specific candlestick patterns, right? I'll go right here if I want to see a double top, if I want to see a double bottom, multiple bottom. So let's start with a double top, which normally means that you're heading into a bearish trend. I'll go to double top, and it'll give me all of the companies that are in a double top based on the, surrounded with all of the other parameters that are set. You know what I'm saying? So let's say GSK.
Yeah.
So I'll look at it. I'll look at it on their chart, and then once I have like a list of all of the joints that meet the criteria, then I'll go over to Trading View.
Is that a
So
gap
this is
I
a
see?
double top. You see the double
Is that a
top right
gap
here?
I see, though?
Boom, boom, and you see where you see the gap, Jim? Right here.
No, on further back to the left a little bit. Like it hasn't been filled. Looks like March. No, actually, it might have been. Never mind. It's just the screen is like right around there. But no, it's filled.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the
GSK
see a double
is
top
making this
right
cream.
here. Yo, you got a lot of bars tonight, bro.
I'm just saying. Listen, I do this all the time, though. You just don't hear, so you catch them. Right? And sometimes people don't catch them, but anything I get it now. I get why you don't catch the West Coast references. You catch the East Coast references. I get it though.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
No, I can catch the West Coast joints. I can catch the West Coast joints.
All right, got you. But no, seriously though.
And then you just kind of go through it, and then I'll take them. So let's say if I was looking at, I want to find something that I really like though before.
So now I have another question for you, right? As you set this screener and you find things that say have a double top, so that's a bearish pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you still take it over to your other chart as opposed to using a marked up chart here?
I like Trading View better. And that lets me see. It lets me see the MACD.
You can see it on different time frames in Trading View.
Right.
You won't be able to see it in all those time frames here.
Yeah. So like daily, weekly, and monthly.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of the FinViz chart a lot of times. Like it's cool, but again, Jim, like we were talking before, like I like my charts dark. It's just personal preference. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just personal preference. So I'll take this. Let's say I take GSK. And I'm gonna switch to Trading View on 1 second.
I'm about to find a play. You about to short GSK or no?
Let's see. Let me stop sharing and start sharing on GSK. Hold tight.
On Trading View.
Trading View. I'm sorry. Share. Okay, we pull that joint on there.
There we go.
I like the dark skin thing. You feel me?
Got you.
Dark skin joint. This is
a
daily.
So that's on the daily chart. All right.
Yeah, and you can bust it down and look at. You can really do your top down analysis.
So you go through all the parameters.
That's that doji right there. That's that doji.
Find your ticker and bring it over to Trading View.
Yep, and bring it over to Trading View. And then normally, if I'm looking, prior to this market that we're in now, when I was looking for primarily companies that were going to do well in the week, or you know what I mean, that we were looking for companies to go up, I would look at this MACD, look at the stochastics. All I'm looking for to see if this, these last couple of candles look good. Look at the pattern. Look at the MACD. See if the MACD is going up. See if the stochastic is going up. Like this is terrible. Like this is
pointing down,
pointing all the way down. So and it'll be times where you could pull joints up in the FinViz screener, and your MACD and your stochastics don't match up. And I like for that confirmation. Look at that. Like look how far down that's going.
Ooh.
So I couldn't do. You know what I mean? If we were looking at potential calls for next week, I wouldn't be looking at this, but that joint looked like it's about to hit the ground according to the MACD and the stochastics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this doji candle is really ugly on the weekly. I think that's a dragonfly doji, maybe.
That's nasty work.
Yeah, that joint. That's wet work. That's like.
Yeah. So you can, but this could be, like you said earlier, Jim, this could be something we can short. You know what I'm saying?
What's the 4 hour look like?
It ain't nothing to write home about. Oh, it's turning up right here.
Yeah.
Got a little turn up right here. Yeah. Nice little pattern forming right here.
Yeah. All right, so and that's the last 4 hours. So that's that. We might got some fight.
Yeah, she got a little fight in her. And then lastly, I would look at the ATR, which you can pull up in TradingView. I mean, in FinViz. I'm sorry, but if this gives you a kind of better idea of what the ATR looks like based on the chart that you're on.
Okay.
And then, damn, I was about to say it was something else I wanted to.
I actually learned something. I actually learned something like myself, right? So I use FinViz, but not as much as like you or Corey do, but. I didn't know that you could put those actual chart patterns in there. To put a double top to find everything with a double top. Didn't even know you could do that. Yeah.
And I normally go. I look for double top, double bottom, multiple top, multiple bottoms. That'll give you the direction right there. Like so, all the plays that I've ever put or called out in the MDC, 9 times out of 10, they've come from doing that exact screening there. But you can also.
Jamil has a question, right? But Jamil. I don't know if you heard what Corey just said, but Corey a little while ago talked about how he starts with a small account and he's able to even work with big companies like a Netflix, right? Because what he's doing is looking for direction long term and he's buying way out of the money and just getting it to run towards that number. So that's something that Corey talked about earlier. I don't know if you missed that or not, but that's one way with a smaller account.
Yeah.
Do you screen show the smaller accounts the way with this strategy you got right here, Dion?
That's what I was just about to say, Jim. So I don't focus on like the cap size, right? And then Jamil just said something that made me think. I don't know if y'all remember, but maybe like the second time that I was on the Sunday show, I was on I said Campbell Soup. I pulled Campbell Soup, and I think it was either you or Pastor that was like, it looked good, but it looked good for the long term, but it's not enough volume in it or something like that. I'm listening, and I haven't even checked it today, but I was listening to a podcast this week, and Campbell Soup was one of the joints that they called out that was booming. Let me see.
Yeah, and it's good for the long term.
It's good for the long. It's good for the long term.
So our analysis was right. I mean, that's fire.
Yeah, that it was spot on. It was spot on.
Now that you said it's spot on, it must have been me. Shot the passer, but they had to be me then.
We're gonna go back and check the tape. But if let's say if I would have took that position in a long position, like y'all said, we will be cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like we will be in a real dope space right now.
Fish grease out this joint.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm about to put my screen up. Hold on.
Hold on, Corey. I want you to back clean up, right? Because you're the star player. You know what I mean? You take the roids and all that, so you hit the home runs. But let me show her something real fast.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah, you Barry Bonds out here.
I'll be Barry Bonds.
I'm Bobby Bonilla, man. I'm just gonna sign a long contract and get paid every year. You Barry Bonds. All right, so let me just share my screen. I want to show something very, very fast. I'm gonna be brief, baby, brief. But I think it's interesting to show different perspectives on a screener. So Dion, if you guys are watching, went through a couple sites that he uses, FinViz being the main site, but he goes through a strategy of pulling them from another site, putting them into FinViz, and then using the technical tab within FinViz. So I do a FinViz screener too, but that's not what I'm going to show now. Hold on one second. I'm going to show something that I've been doing recently where I am also on TradingView. My screen is showing, Core.
Yes.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, that's my screen. All right, cool. So I'm looking at SPY right here, right? This is the only thing I pretty much trade these days is SPY. And this is my Ichimoku cloud. Shout to Chaz. Chaz gave me a huge education on the proper way to use the Ichimoku cloud. So I have an Ichimoku screener, right? And you can actually do a screener right here.
Yep.
On TradingView over
that
there.
Was my next point, Jim.
So if you look, I'm not going to show this too long. You have to watch the replay to get this. Here's my complete setup right here. So I set all this up.
Yep.
Right. Ichimoku conversion line. I want to be above that. I want to be above the Ikimochu baseline, the leading span A and the leading span B, above all three of those as well. Right. So this is my complete setup right here that I'm sharing, and I'm going to, now X that out. If you want to go get that, you gotta watch this again. Yeah, I mean, try to get our views up. Anyway,
and I'll say this, Jim. I honestly think, I'm not sure, but I think that I prefer that screener on TradingView over the FinViz joint.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
I'm not 100% sold.
Takes a little getting used to. But
yeah.
I will say
I like it though. I like it a lot.
I'm trading primarily with Ichimoku now. So in doing that, and this is something I'm testing out, right? Because I also have a lot of other stuff up here. I got the 9, the 20, the VWAP, all that. But I've been using Ichimoku for a little bit of time. So I have the screener, which gives me a list of companies. But now when I get these list of companies, I can, kind of like look through them by market cap, right? So that's a way to sort by market cap. So the biggest market cap, let me see, that's 41 million. This is 374 billion. So ExxonMobil is a company that will fall within the parameters of how I have this set up. It's giving me a technical rating of a strong buy. So boom, now I click on Exxon, right? To see what that's looking like. Minimize this, and here it is. So, and look, it's actually opening up at the end of the Ichimoku to turn green.
Business is booming.
Yeah. Now, this is a 1 minute chart. Let me get off the 1 minute chart. I'm down here with the undesirables.
And you can change that on the screener too.
Yeah.
You can change the time frame on the screener.
Yeah. So that's the thing, right? So now on the 1 hour, it doesn't look as good. On the 1 minute, it looks amazing. On the 4 hour, still not as great as that 1 minute. So, see, let me get to the daily. Now the daily be looking good too. Yeah, so the daily be looking good. All right. To your point, here's the MACD, right? Pointing up.
Get ready to curl up. Yep.
The MACD is getting ready to curl up. It's not completely at the top of the RSI. So this is something I found right here, just using this screener here. So ExxonMobil. You know what I mean? So I would do a little bit further digging, but that was just very simple. Once you have this set up, I can just come in here, boom. The next one is Merck, but also can do the technical rating. I can take everything that has a strong buy signal.
Yep. That's normally what I do. Yep.
Yeah. So I can look here, and the buy signal is based upon the parameters that I have set here in TradingView. And again, I'm using the specific strategy with Ichimoku, but it's giving me different companies I can play. Here's one right here, right?
Boo.
Urban One, right?
Boo.
Urban One. This is a we like to call the Urban One play. It's a seasonal play too.
Juneteenth play. Even though they didn't do that,
every year we get hit of Juneteenth, man. It's like they pander and make Urban One stock go up.
Yeah, that's my old employer, Jim. So they get a boo.
Oh, that's why you booing them.
Yeah,
I forgot that's
but if you know what I know, you would that Juneteenth play didn't pan out well last year. That first year it did though. The 2020, like the uprising, it went crazy.
So look at this one, right? So this is something I would actually definitely look into. XLE, right? I would definitely look into XLE. I think I may have just found my Sunday play. But it comes right from the screener. The point I wanted to make and be very brief. I'm gonna let Corey close out with the screeners. He could be the Barry Bonds. He's batting cleanup. I just wanted to show like a way that I use a screener, which is a little bit different than what Dion does, and it's right here in TradingView. So literally within a couple seconds, I found 2 possible plays. This one is very intriguing to me. This is not investment advice. Nor am I saying I'm playing this, but I'm gonna look further into this.
But also, Jim, it's one of the things that I think it's important to mention about doing it that way is that because sometimes I don't know if everybody else does this, but sometimes you might switch to a different chart or have different indicators. Like I have my Ichimoku indicator, then I have another indicator or screen with my EMAs on it. You have all yours on one screen. I kind of like to have mine separate. When you pull up those screeners in TradingView, it's only going to be for that particular indicator or that particular screen. You know what I'm saying? So if you switch to like another SAID screen, it's not gonna pull up.
Yeah, and I do have other ones saved, but I do have a lot on this one too. But all right, so here's the thing, right? This looks like it's this whole screen right here, and a lot of people the first time they see the Ichimoku, they get intimidated because they think it's too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually simplifying things for me, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Just this top piece up here, I get so much information, right? So it gives me, first of all, keep it very simple. You see how this is green here? Literally, green means go,
Green means
and
go.
red means stop, right?
Green means go.
So if it's green, that means that, you know, it's the possibility of it going up. Very simple, right? I want my lines here. I'm gonna simplify it. I want my red and blue line to be above the cloud, right? It also means go. The trailing line, which is this green line back here, I also want that to be above the cloud, which is a go. So if I have that line above the cloud, the red and blue above the cloud, and then a green signal, that's a go, right? Now I added some other stuff in here. The MACD is curling up.
A go
what's
for
this look like
calls.
to you, Fleur? This is, and I peep this though. I want y'all to peep this too. This is on a 4-hour chart. The legend Lance taught me never go against the 4-hour. I stole that from Lance. So I always I like to look at the 4-hour.
Even when you're scalping, Jim?
Lance has an educational mixtape at Bada Hood University called God Charts and So Shall You. But what do you say, Dion?
Even when you're scalping?
She said that the way she trades, right? Scalping may be different, but the way she trades with swing, she said she never goes against the 4-hour. Doesn't matter what the other time frame says, never go against the 4-hour. Those are bars from the legend.
Wow.
All right, so now that's the 4-hour. Let me go to the daily. On the daily, I got green. My blue is above the cloud. My red is above the cloud. And look what my green is.
It's learned.
My MACD is curling up. Let's check the weekly. Look at the weekly. Green. Blue is above. Red is above. And this trailing is above. All right, so now we go. And that was all off of a screener, by the way. I didn't have any information coming in here. I literally went to the stock screener. And this is on TradingView. All right, let me stop sharing, though.
Oh, and another thing.
Neef, what's good with you? Appreciate you pulling up. All right, so Core,
Yo,
you ready?
yeah. Give me a second.
You know, closing the show, man. You like, you know what I'm saying? They coming to see you. I'm Otis
You
over
couldn't
here.
see me. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, I'm Otis over here, bro. So you gotta you gotta put on a show right now.
All right, so this is a screener that I use to pick bad companies, basically.
All right, so now I showed how I'm looking for a good company. Dion showed either or. Corey's gonna show you how he finds things.
So I got some volume. I want to make sure there's volume in everything I do. Right? So I started with average volume over 2 million. Make sure they optionable and shortable. Then I just went to fundamentals. And I just went to their expected growth to be negative and their sales growth to be negative over the next 5 years.
Okay, the fundamentals tab. So those are the only two things you're looking at fundamentals.
Right now, yeah, I just want to look for bad companies.
Okay.
Right? All of these bad companies were up because the market was up today. But if you let's just go to any one of these companies, right? I'm gonna go to.
Do you do anything with technical?
Not on this screener.
Okay. Just asking.
I got multiple screeners, but for this screener, right? I'm just looking at their 52-week high, right? This is telling me this is a terrible ass company. Right? And it's telling me half year over year, performance to date, 34% off their, and they're 15% from their 52-week low. So I feel like I got 15% I can get off of this company. If they're 15%. So, you know what I mean? I'll just do a put for 6, 8, 10 months from now. And I'm thinking I'm gonna get my 15% off of this company.
Because she always gonna go back to where she started.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just looking
right
at this. Yeah, I'm just looking at their 52-week high and low. And you know what I mean? It went up today, but yeah, whatever.
Hey, but listen, if that's the case, this might be a proper time to that's what I get for watching too many London TV shows. I said a proper time. It might be a proper time to enter into a put.
Yeah, and the short ratio is not that much. It's
you can make a lot
short
of peace,
float
bro.
is only it's only 7% shorted right now, so you don't got to worry about the big, the big players coming in and Wall Street betting it. You know what I mean? Because I look at the short float to make sure that the Wall Street bets don't mess up what I'm doing.
Okay.
I always got to check this short float.
Okay. But I'm talking about the fact that it actually went up today.
Yeah. So that means
be a proper time to line up and make peace, bruv.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I would just do that with all of these. Now I could put them in my trade and view.
Is that a Top Boy bar?
It was.
Huh?
No, it was. He caught it. Dion caught it. Go ahead, bro.
Jim is crazy, man. I don't think these people know. Jim is a nutcase, man.
So for me, the company I would be looking to get into right now is Las Vegas Sands. It went up 15% today, but if you look at that chart, look how dumb this chart is. This joint just took a nasty spill.
Corey, you have an amazing way of expressing yourself. You like calling companies trash, taking a dump. I would love to see you important. Like, you're trash. But no, so
it's a $35 stock, which means I feel like I got room on the downside today.
Pull that full chart up. I want to see what that looks like on the full chart, the LVS.
LVS, right? So on the LVS chart.
Well, I had a nice little shoot up today.
Yeah, it bounced 15% today, which is telling me even with a 15% bounce, it's down 40% on the year.
Yeah.
So, Corey, let me ask you this. One of the things, and we talked about this on the back end of after one of our Sunday calls. We were talking about gold, and we were talking about how if what's the gold ticker? What's the joint that GLD, and then what's the one that had the one that ran up 115% for me? That was
I forget which one it was, but
whatever it was.
That was the gold miner. That was the gold miner.
Right. But in that conversation, we were talking about how you can look at other joints in that industry. So I would think if LVS is trash and going down, you would look at those other casino companies that would be running the same way, because again, with COVID what COVID is doing in China and the potential lockdown over there, we're gonna see probably like a pushback over here that could affect these same types of companies.
And see, you look at this, I can see why I got pushed up, because the average volume got pushed up right here. So I know that's an outlier. Okay. Average volume is 7.5 million. The volume today was 13 million. That's an outlier. I would get for me, this ain't investment advice.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that looks like an outlier to me.
Mm-hmm. No, I like this screening right here, Core. And I know some people probably lost at this point, and that's okay. That's okay, because you can always watch this back. But that was very simple, but simple yet effective.
Yeah, I'm just looking for companies that stink. I'm just look at this EPS over the next 5 years. EPS the past 5 years minus 22%. Sales going down. Flow. Operating margin down. Return on investment minus 5%. They making a profit.
So Yaz wants to know what's an outlier. Well,
an outlier means it's something that only happens very rarely.
OUTLIER. That
it's also a very great book by Malcolm Gladwell.
It is. The Outliers, the 10,000 hours book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at this. Look at their income. They don't make any money.
Would ETFs fall in that screener, Corey? Like, if it were applicable, would like SPY and the Qs fall in that screener also? If it was applicable,
you would all right. So I'm gonna go back to the previous tab. Right. If you see a lot of companies in the same like REITs, it's saying that REITs is about to suffer. Right. I'm looking at 4 REITs. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm. More than that.
4,
so
5,
I would probably go look
6.
at XLRE. What's interesting is I see REITs in casinos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah.
Oh, that's nasty word. But so if I see a bunch of REITs, right, the first thing I would do is go look up XLRE, which is the ETF for REITs.
Yeah.
And see what's popping.
And see what's really good with it. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I'm just looking at, I wouldn't touch this oil and gas company because oil and gas is on the uptick. I wouldn't touch this right now. Financials, Citigroup, financials is on the uptick, but if they keep returning those, 50 and 60 and 70%, I mean 50 and 100%.
Also, Core, Look how much
Up to-
volume it took. Look how much volume it took. Look at the volume over there, yo.
Yeah, to push it up. All right, so
Yeah.
let's just look at the average volume compared to today's volume.
Sadly.
The average volume is actually down, and it went up
Yep.
on down volume, so it's probably going to keep going up. It
Mm-hmm.
went up on down volume, but it's only 5% off its weekly low, so I wouldn't probably get into this.
Got you. It's not enough room.
Yeah, I want more room to the bottom side.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
That's all. All right,
no, that was dope. That was, that's a good one though, because
yeah, like I just
I'm
keep
about to
it
steal your
simple. Like
whole
I'm just
show
looking
for
for
Sunday, by the
companies that's not making no money and is not slated to make no money over the next 5 years, and just try to short them into the ground.
Gotcha. That's the one thing about it though, like the way we trade, you can make money in any kind of market, so that's dope. But that's an easy way to find.
Right. This joint is already 25% under the 200. This joint is beat to death.
All right, listen though. For the folks that are still with us, this number of y'all still with us, we are going to do a Bitcoin giveaway in a couple minutes. We just want to go through these screeners real fast. So this was an interesting show tonight. We had a lively hip hop conversation. Went over some screeners, multiple screeners. So you can always go back and watch this. Like all three of us showed the screeners. 2 on FinViz, and I did one on TradingView. I see what Sean did there. Y'all speaker box love below those screeners, different but all effective. Yeah. So those Dion, by the way, man, y'all gotta at Dion. Showtime says on Instagram, and
I'm all for it.
Dion is in Bada Hill University. If y'all want to troll him though, so y'all can go to Bada Hill University.
Listen, man,
just at Dion.
I take all hip hop.
We're gonna flood Dion's inbox off YouTube clips of different songs from Speaker Box Love Below. Joking.
But let me say this. This is how prepared I am. I had a conversation with my old head last week. The person who introduced me to hip hop, who was literally my old head.
Okay.
About Jay-Z. I'm trying to convince him that Jay-Z is not whack. I break down Jay-Z's verse on Pusha's album as one of the greatest verses of 2022 thus far.
How many great verses have we had in 2022?
I don't know, but that's one of them. He said, yo, that shit is whack. If I can have a conversation about that with him, I can have a conversation about hip-hop with anybody about anything. I'm always prepared for the smoke. I'm going to stand on these hills. I've never heard an Outkast album. Mobb Deep is probably the greatest group of all time.
Yep, I would agree with that.
Tribe Called Quest is better than Outkast. Whatever, however you want it, I'm with it.
Whoa!
I
don't know.
I'm with it.
Mobb Deep is also my favorite.
The Locks are my favorite group. Well, hold on though. CJ said it's whack. See, you talking about the J versus whack?
The J versus.
It's not whack.
You talking about
density? I don't know how many great verses has been this year, but anyway, I just want to say that you can at Dion because his
at Showtime says.
Yeah, at Showtime says. Oh, we got a lot of people hating on the J verse. That's interesting.
That J verse is amazing.
CJ said yes, sir. Oh, I didn't know. Yo, this is a belief that I didn't know people had. I didn't know people thought that.
That J verse is amazing.
I love the Locks, but my favorite album was made by Mobb Deep. Matter of fact,
Infamous, right? Infamous, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite album, and it's not even close.
Listen though, I live my life by Locks.
It's not. I'm not saying it's the best album of all time, but I know every single word.
I love the Locks so much. When I go to speaking places, I literally mix Locks bars into my talks. Like so,
I believe that. I
really do that. I really do. That's not even a joke. Wire quotes and Locks bars in through every talk, no matter where I'm at in the world.
Listen, Locks is my second favorite group. So
it's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yo, Jim, I did that presentation that I did that you saw. The whole presentation, it's themed about the Wire. So like all of my pictures, are Wire pictures. It's not about the Wire at all. But every picture on the PowerPoint is from a scene in the Wire.
That's dope. That's dope.
I do that to see if people get it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about like hip hop, and I'm talking about like cultural competency and school to prison pipeline, and every slide has a Wire picture on there.
Oh, that's dope. That they wanted to be one way, but it was the other way, huh?
It's the other way. It's the
Yeah.
other way.
Yeah.
Y'all in love with the
Listen,
again,
man.
man.
Listen. See, Corey don't get it, man.
I'm not going to slander it. I would
Corey
just
be out here
say
giving me too many 40-degree days. But, all right, listen though, real quick though.
Oh God! Don't nobody give up about a 3-degree day.
All right, let me stop because I'm never going to stop. I'm gonna chill because I'll never chill. Listen, locks, bars, and wire quotes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is, man. Like I'm not even going to take your slander of Outkast too much, man. I'm gonna let the sweat dry off and then grab the
It's
cannon.
not slander. They just not
You know
for
what I'm
me,
saying?
man.
I'm gonna let the sweat dry off and then grab the cannon. Anyway, let's see. I grew up on the locks and was raised by them. Listen, I live my life by locks bars, man. Like there's a locks bar for everything that happens in life. There's a locks bar. Mob Deep over EPMD.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
he wants to know if you're strictly business. Yeah. All right, listen. With that being said,
business never personal.
listen, they made banging albums, but they not Mobb Deep or the Lock.
All right, listen, man. For the folks that are still with us, because we tripping, I want to say thank you first and foremost for staying with us. If you have any questions
over
about
Run
these
DMC
screeners,
too, if anybody got any questions, Mob Deep over Run DMC. Holla at me. Holla at me.
If you have any questions about the screeners, especially those that are in Bodyhood University, MDC, make sure you hit us up. Ask anything about those screeners. If you have your own screener or something that you want to bring to the forefront, please let us know. We'll let you show your screener too. See how everybody operates. We like to share information over here. We don't hold anything. We all share what we're working with, what we're doing. So please do that. If you have questions about anything that's going on, and if you're in the MDC, please make sure you're always checking the Teachable in the Discord, because we got a lot of stuff that is we already got over 200 classes at this point. I'm getting ready to put another crypto class back there literally once we get off, and I'm going to put Corey's Bybit class back there as well. We got the Forex classes back there, Bitcoin classes. So I got all kinds of stuff going on. The real estate class is coming back there too. You know what I'm saying? So that is actually the PowerPoint and everything is done. And by the way, for those that are in the MDC, to give you a little bit more context about the real estate class, it's a 4-week class. So it's going to be 4 classes. It's probably going to be, just gotta check the calendar, but it's probably going to be every Tuesday evening in the month of June. It's going to be a real estate class. That's how much information is in there, and it's fire.
Oh, you're teaching it live,
huh? I'm teaching this live, bro. I'm teaching this live. This is going to be like Nas with the orchestra behind him. Like we're gonna perform Illmatic. We're gonna perform Illmatic with the orchestra, man. That's what we're gonna do, man. So that's definitely coming in June, and so we're gonna do it live so you can ask questions. I mean, we could actually look at some real estate deals. We can do some, really get busy and get people moving towards that space too. We already got precious metals back there. We got stocks back there. So business credit, everything is back in the NDC. So be on the lookout for that. Also, this Sunday, we're going to have another class this Sunday. Our regular class in Bodyhood University, the MDC, DYO, we're going to be this Sunday as our regular class. And other than that, man, anybody in the Midwest, man, holla at me, man. I'm going to Indianapolis for the next week. I'm going to speak at a real estate conference out there. I'll be leaving on Sunday. I don't know what's in Indianapolis, but they paying me to go, and Jennifer Hudson's performing, so I'm gonna be.
Oh man, you're in the building.
You dig what I'm saying? Like I don't know what else is out there. Peyton Manning ain't there no more, so what else is there, man? Anyway.
The Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Only thing I know about Indianapolis is Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Miller and Miss Pat. You know what I'm saying? Like
who's Miss Pat?
Comedian Miss Pat. Like you never saw Miss Pat, bro? She got a BET show that's I don't even know how it comes on TV. Miss Pat is
it's a new show.
It's going super ratchet.
I think I've seen the preview.
I think she's in the
for
second or third season, but it's the most insane thing I've ever seen, yo. It's pure comedy.
Spazzing on that, John.
Yeah,
can we talk about TV shows the next time I'm here?
Sure.
Oh, listen, let's get it.
Jim is the champion of
Next time I want to talk TV shows.
By the way,
get the ones up. While we talking trash, get them ones up in the All
right, for anybody who wants to be in the Bitcoin giveaway, please drop a 1. I'm gonna pull this up in a second. And while you guys are dropping your ones, I tell Dion this, right? So I just really recently caught up on Better Call Saul, right?
Let's talk about it.
After doing that, I went back and binged Breaking Bad. I think I'm towards the end of season 4 now. And all right, so people like to call Breaking Bad the greatest show of all time. I disagree with that. But
so do I.
What I will say is I didn't realize how difficult or how much energy the writers put into making things consistent, and the overlap between like Saw and Breaking Bad. Like there's certain stuff like because I just watched it together, I'm like, they didn't even need to do that, but they wanted to make it fit, right? For instance, there's a part on Breaking Bad when him and his wife are arguing, and the cop comes over to the house, right? And the cop that comes over to the house is the same dude that came to a crime scene on Better Call Saul, which was like years earlier. And they had him like lose weight and everything. I'm like, they didn't even have to do that.
But you know,
my point is saying that they went so far to make sure that
there are certain things called Easter eggs. They were very prevalent early on in Better Call Saul. One of them that sticks out is that there was I'm a little fuzzy on the details. There was a phone booth, in maybe season 1, that had maybe some graffiti on it or something.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So they
went that far with it.
So let me tell y'all about this conversation. Never seen either one.
You never seen Breaking Bad, Corey?
I've never seen one episode of either one.
Wow. No, it's fire. It's fire. It's definitely fire. I don't know why I agree with CJ though. CJ says it's the second best show behind the wire, right? So
man, y'all be disrespecting my man.
Yo, the wire is to me is number 1. So me and CJ agree on that. But Breaking Bad is number 2. I don't know.
What's your number 2, Jim?
Gonna leave the Boondocks out of this.
The Boondocks don't even get put. The Boondocks is over there with comedies and all that other stuff.
I don't even have that.
Oh my god! All right, you know what? I ain't talking to y'all.
We in a golden era of TV with all these dramas, and you bringing up the Boondocks.
I don't even have the Boondocks anywhere in my I've never even heard anybody bring up the Boondocks.
What?
Not in the GOAT conversation.
Yo, Corey's favorite 2 shows are comedies.
They are.
What? The Boondocks? What else?
Chappelle Show.
I can't rate those. With
same show. Like that's
it's not the same
It pretty much is the same show, though.
Same show.
It's the same show. So I don't know anybody likes one and doesn't like the other. Like that's impossible.
Right.
But no, but here's the thing though. With all the great TV, we're in the golden age of TV. I can't put them up with like what I'm saying, Breaking Bad, The Wire, Shield. The Shield is fired. I'm good enough with Just Do.
I've seen The Wire. I've seen The Shield. But those are old shows. Like this is back when I used to watch TV. Like I don't really watch TV that often. So like a lot of like to me, I never saw what's the name? What's the one with all the dragons and stuff?
Game of Thrones.
So listen, my wife is a huge Game of Thrones fan.
Listen, the craziest part is I never saw Game of Thrones till season 7. I binged all the way from season 1 to season 7, and then I watched season 8. I never saw one episode of it until 7 years in.
And is it not in your top of anything? Because most Game of Thrones fans consider it like one of, if not the greatest show.
It's one of.
It's a lot of lessons to be learned in that joint.
To me, it's a lot of. It's a top show. To me, The Wire is number 1 because of the writing. Like it's like
absolutely.
I like Game of Thrones. I like violence. So I like.
Yeah,
Game
Corey likes violence. So Corey's favorite show was like.
I'm gonna tell you another show in my top 5 that most people don't even watch. Banshee.
So I told you he's gonna say that. I told you that.
I don't even know what it is.
Yo, that's because Banshee is nothing but pure violence. Banshee is violence from the time it starts. Is blood, guns,
you would like Banshee.
Car chases, stabbings, murders.
How old is it?
Basically, it's like a J Hood verse.
It's like 10, 12 years old.
All right, so let's get to it though, Core. Let's get to these names. We're gonna put them in there. Who's the first one we got, Core?
We got Ashley.
All right.
Toya.
All right.
Yaz.
All right.
Sean.
All right.
Sakina.
You said Zakina?
Sakina, yes.
Oh, Sakina. Okay.
Mark. Chaz.
I don't like the fact that I capitalized the A over there. So you said Chaz.
Lorraine. Tim. Greg. Don. Cheating ass Don. Jamil. Jose. Tay and Dan. And that's it.
All right. Let's get it.
Before you go, Jim, what's
We
your
got
number
we
two?
got folks watching don't even want to try to win the joint.
What's your number two, Jim?
That's tough, bro.
Bitch.
It's funny because the wire is like clearly number one. Everything else changes. I got about 10
you know
shows in my
what?
top
You know what I
five.
did watch part of that I gotta go back and rewatch that I like? The Ozark. I kind of like that because there was a lot of violence in that joint too.
It's a great show. It's a great show.
I gotta go back and
it's up there. It's up there.
I'm taking the H off. I do not want no problems and no static. So I Houston said just here for the knowledge. Appreciate that. Yeah, we definitely gonna do this Bitcoin. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give away $25 of Bitcoin to 2 different people. If you do win, make sure that you inbox myself, Corey, and or inbox by the hood and give us your cash tag and we'll make sure you get that chicken. Lance, there's the legend I was talking about earlier. Lance, I was telling him how I'm your young Padawan and I follow everything you say. Lance's word is gospel to me, yo.
It is. She the one who got me in the church, and I never looked at a church like with any kind of anything.
Yo, listen, we did a collaborative educational mixtape with Lance. It's called God Charts and So Shall You.
And you should definitely get that.
You can go to godchartsandsoshallyou.com to get that. Whoa, Ozark, the greatest show ever on Netflix. I like the on Netflix part.
On Netflix,
yeah. No, man, I like what's the name on Netflix better than this. I'm weird, so my opinion on that don't count, man.
You still ain't said your number two, Jim?
I'm still thinking, bro. You trying? Did you
get in the Boardwalk Empire?
I did. I don't got that at number 2 though. I definitely
got to be
up
there. It's got to be in the conversation. What about? I'm
trying to think. Do I want to put?
What's the joint with Raymond Reddington in it?
Blacklist.
Yeah. Nah, they ain't going to that right.
That's a great show, but it comes on regular TV.
It's a great show, but the funny thing is, nothing on network TV will probably make my top.
That's 5. What I was about to say. It's on regular TV.
It's one of the better network TV shows. And by the way, Mark, my favorite thing on Netflix is The Circle, but that's either here or there. Let's see. Strike Back was a dope, violent show. I've never seen it, but if it's violent, Corey about to go look it up now.
Yeah, knowing you.
Yo, I still have never seen a show more violent than Banshee. Banshee is pure violence from go. Like this is blood. Maybe what's the joint about the boy that was a slave?
The Romans. What's the joint about the Romans?
The joint the boy that fought for his freedom. Mario Detective. I saw the first episode we own the city. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah, my man Trey Chaney's on that joint.
The conversation.
That's a wire show. Like it's a David Simon show.
Yeah, Lance said that the conversations with pre-chart Corey were crazy.
Yes, they were. They really were.
Anyone else in Philly ties? Damn political ads coming in the mail. I don't even. Yeah, I throw my mail right into the. I mean, The Circle was crazy, yo. The Circle was fire, yo.
Who's The Circle?
The Blacklist is 20 seasons overkill. Yeah, they.
Yo, I didn't listen, Mark. I didn't even know Blacklist still came on, bro. Like, I haven't watched it in 5 years.
10th season the other day. I was like, yo, why they keep doing this?
Listen,
what are they doing?
I didn't know it still came on.
Yeah, but I mean, so if you had wrote a TV show that was a hit and they keep offering you chicken, you're gonna take it too.
Right.
All right, so we getting ready to spin though, because this TV conversation go crazy.
That's why I said next time.
Spartacus, that's what it is, Core. Spartacus is the one I was thinking about. It's violence in that one too. It's nowhere near Banshee. Nothing has more violence than Banshee, yo. I think at least 5 to 10 bodies drop every episode of Banshee.
Jeez Louise.
That's why I love it, man.
What Circle? Like where they hide the dating app up there. Yo, The Circle was like a reality show on Netflix. It's crazy. It's almost like the Big Brother reality show, but it's all based on social media. So it's this game they put him in. They put him in this like a apartment building. They can't see each other, talk to each other, but they deal with each other literally on a screen via social media. And it's just insane. Like, y'all know because y'all on social media every day how crazy people are on social media. So it's that. Social media might be the greatest reality show, yo. Instagram is a reality show.
Yo, I'm still stuck on Ozark being the best show on Netflix. And
what's the joint with Frank, the political joint? Before he
but it went off before he started doing something he was supposed to be doing. House of Cards.
House of Cards.
That last season was whack though. They gave you a full whack last season.
I mean, that happens. What about The Sopranos?
I never watched a full season of Sopranos.
You know what network TV show was fire, but they gave you overkill? There's a couple of them, 2 of them, Prison Break and 24. All right.
Oh yeah, Jack. What's Jack Dorsey?
Jack Bauer.
Jack Bauer. Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy. Daniel
Sons
was
of
good on
Anarchy.
Sons of
Listen,
Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. That's number 2 right there. Easy.
Easy?
Easy.
Ooh, I don't know about Easy, bro. I
Sons
can't
of
say
Anarchy.
Easy.
Did you watch Sons?
Yeah, I mean Murder Mook voice. Easy. I did watch Sons every episode.
And you don't think it's Easy top 2?
I don't know. I can't call it easy top 2 because the ending. I don't want to give away the ending.
Yeah.
My man
But
out there trying to beat Jesus Christ.
listen, man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Opie, man. That's all I can say, man.
Oh man,
Opie was my dog.
R.I.P. But but you like the ending of jump? My man out there trying to be like Jesus Christ.
I mean,
like what's this about, man?
That's like 5 minutes out of. They literally gave us 7 seasons of Heat. Like,
you need to watch The Shield. The Shield was ahead of its time.
That was a network show, though, right?
Huh?
Was The Shield
FX.
a network? FX. Okay.
FX got fired.
Okay.
Yeah. R.I.P. Opie, man. Now you making me sad, man. R.I.P.
Yeah,
Opie.
man.
Damn. All right, man. Let's at least get to the first name first, man.
Right.
Anybody else? Listen, I'm gonna give y'all 2 seconds. I'm gonna read out the names that I got in the wheel of names, and then we're gonna get our first spin on. So far in the wheel of names, I got Ashley, Toya, Yaz, Sean, Sakina, Mark, Chaz, Lorraine, Tim, Greg, Cheating Ass Don, Jamil, Jose, Tay, Dan, and Tay and Dan. All right, another thing is put a new rule in our Friday giveaway. When you win, you got to come into the comments and say, just say I'm here or something, because a lot of times people will leave and they win and I never hear from them. Like, we want to make sure we get this Bitcoin in the hands of the people. The boss with Kelsey Grammer was crazy. Yo, that was fire. That's underrated joint right there too, yo.
It was.
Definitely underrated.
I should have known Houston said that. Yeah, it was.
Damn.
Only 3 seasons though.
Yo, what about your man Bobby Axelrod?
I know that name. What show is that? I don't watch the show though. That's Billions. I never got a chance to watch it. I've seen a lot of people talk about it though. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. I never got it. I never got a chance to watch it.
All right. Let's get our first spin on, man. So for this weekend, we need Dion to watch Billions while listening to Speaker Box Love Below.
How many seasons is Billions?
What are they on now?
I think we're on season 8.
They ain't get that many seasons in. It's less than that.
It's like season 8.
Seriously?
What you think about it?
I've been watching it that long.
What do you think about it, Corey?
It's top 10 doing it.
It's not season 8, bro. They got 6. They on season 6 right now.
6?
Yeah, they're on 6.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on 6. All right, so let's get to it though. Let's get to it. Here's the first one. What about The Shy? I'm gonna chill. Here's the first one. Let's go.
I have thoughts about The Shy. I have thoughts.
Uh-oh. Anytime we say that, he about to say something real crazy.
I have thoughts about The Shy.
Dr. Chaz with the win.
Chaz with the bag.
Chaz. Dr. Chaz with the first win. Congratulations to Chaz. I'm watching a weird show on Hulu called Wayward Pines. I never heard of that one. I'm going to go look it up, though. Oh, yes, that's another one, too. Entourage was fire.
I was going to say that, too.
No, how about, what was it, Made in America? Making in America?
How to Make It in America?
How to Make It in America. That was double fire.
They only gave us, 2 seasons of that? Or 3?
Yeah.
2 or 3?
All right, Chaz is there. She says, yeah. All right, Chaz is there. All right, no problem.
What about The Corner?
Wow. That was heavy.
You can't talk to Wire if you don't mention The Corner.
Yeah, that was heavy though. That was heavy, man. I had my man Rock on there, man. You know what I'm saying? The trash man.
Yeah.
Congrats to Chaz.
So
all right, let me
the
ask
new
you
show that I'm hooked on is Invincible. I can't wait for season 2, man.
All right, so let me ask y'all a question for the folks watching and y'all too before we do this last spin. What's a show that's an unpopular show that's one of your favorite shows that might be one of your things, but ain't really
Married with Children.
Married with Children is the great show. It's real life.
Neil said his is Money and Violence.
Listen. I hated Money and Violence. B. When I was like, yo, this is horrible. The acting is bad. Ain't no way this joint compares to The Wire. Like, ain't no way y'all can say this. When I found out they weren't coming back, you talking about somebody that was heartbroken, bro?
He was upset.
Heartbroken.
Yo,
like, I still, every now and then I'll act them still to this day. Like, what are we doing?
Listen, man, you gotta respect your jaw. But listen, the funniest thing about Money and Violence is, like, initially it was cool, but then he started being so heavy-handed trying to drop gems that I used to die laughing. Like, no, I know you're trying to drop gems, but you're being way too heavy-handed with it. But anyway, all right, shout out to Jamil. That was funny. Money and Violence is fired up. Daniel Thomas was hella weird. I think it came on a network TV years ago. Yeah. Wayward Pine. Dope. Second season fell off a bit. Yep, Lance, we found it. 911. That's a show. The Big Bang Theory. This Is Us. That's the crying John. That's all I know about
This Is Us is amazing. Chastity, This Is Us is amazing. Like the writing on This Is Us is
all right, here's one for y'all. Short says money. He missed Money and Violence. Jamil says Robot Chicken is his secret addiction.
That's a Cartoon Network joint, right?
I guess. I am familiar with the body of work. Grace and Frankie. You, the murder series. And It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's fire, though. I mean, that is what it is.
Always Sunny is definitely
This Is Us is one of the greatest shows ever in the history of TV. I'm gonna throw that out there.
Is that hyperbole or you really mean that?
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. It's so real.
This is look at your brother. Like, this is Us's ass. All rise. All rise. That was pretty good. Netflix. Brinkleberry.
What's the joint with the name of the show? Lucifer. I just watched that joint.
Yo, I got a lot of shows that are wild.
I'm gonna tell you what else was good. Damn, what was the show with them? Oh man, I forgot. With not Kevin Costner. They used to come on Fox. Dude was a serial killer.
Talking about Dexter on Showtime?
No, The Following.
Oh, that was hard body karate. Yeah. And he had everybody like, yeah, that was crazy.
That was hard. That was hard.
Ashley said Lucifer is great. Oh, see, I got a lot of TV addicts here, man. I guarantee y'all that y'all not familiar with that body of work that Lance put me down with, the most ratchet show in the history of any sort of content.
Nah.
You ain't down with that, though. Only me and Lance know about that one. Yo, Tay putting Dan out there. This is exposed the reason Dan won't watch This Is Us with me, because he don't want to cry.
This is a great show, man. Don't listen to my brother-in-law. This Is Us is a great show.
That mean Dion be in the crib, like, you know what I mean? Like, get in touch with us,
It's a great show, man. It's an excellent show.
Yeah, The Following was hard. Yeah, everybody like The Following, man. What happened to
Kevin Bacon? That's his name. They gave us 3 seasons.
All right, so Lorraine says Bones, Joe. Bones is my wife's favorite show, right? To the point where she watches every season and then she rewatches it. And she says, well, it's just like background noise, but she watches it literally all the time to the point where I start liking it.
What about Walking Dead? I'm not a Walking Dead fan, but I heard a lot of people talk about Walking Dead. What about Walking Dead?
And by the way, y'all, I know y'all like, why are y'all still talking about this? We definitely gonna get to the last spin, but I do want to say this: the reason I didn't like the Walking Dead TV show is because I read the comics, and the comics were so much better. I don't mean to be that guy.
Yeah, I've heard people say that though. I've heard people say that.
Yeah, I don't mean to be that guy because you get the comic snobs. I ain't that, but I'm gonna tell y'all one that's like one of my low key Jones. Is Flash. I love the Flash, like on CW.
That's the black joint.
Nah. You talking about
what's my man's name? What's my
Black
man's
Lightning
name?
is back.
Oh, that joint's horrible.
This is for the streets. Black Lightning is back.
I love my people, but that joint was horrible, bro.
All right, hold this. I watched the first season of that ratchet nonsense. I couldn't do no more than. That was another good one. Weeds. Shout out to U-Turn. Deadwood is a sleeper. Yeah, y'all love TV. I love the Walking Dead universe. I told my wife I might not watch the last 2 episodes of This Is Us. Ain't cried throughout the whole series.
Listen,
but I already know them joints gonna catch me slipping.
Lance, talk about it. Like these last 2 episodes gonna be real heavy. They're gonna be real heavy. Lance and Chaz, we need to start. We need to talk about. We need to have. I got
one for you. I got one for you. What about Lost?
I didn't get into Lost.
Ooh.
And the corrupt crooked cop.
All right, let's get to this last spin. Before we do this last spin, I want to say this, man. Thank you for those that kicked it with us for like 2 hours at this point. We don't here tripping, but no, this is a dope episode, man. We got to kick it with our brother, man. Every time we do, we talk hip hop and TV. Like we got that pop culture life. But I do want to say this. Our episode up there now, right? So we got so much going on, man. We got a podcast up now. Another podcast coming out next week. The podcast next week. I think the next one is with our sister Lettuce. I think Lettuce is on the next one. We got all kinds of stuff going on. We definitely outside. June 18th. I know you got something going on that weekend too. But here in Philly on the Juneteenth weekend, we got a black tie event going on. So you gotta you gotta put on your hush puppies and whatnot. And we're having a black tie event. The room will be full of nothing but millionaire real estate investors like Corey. But we're having a black tie event to support the Buy the Hood ownership camp. Any funds made will go directly to the children. So be on the lookout for information about that. But it's going to be an amazing event. Is being brought to you by Better Than Success and Philadelphia Real Estate Week has decided to support By the Hood and our camp for the youth. Camp is free for the kids, but we are having a black tie event to raise funds for that. And it's going to be some heavy hitters, specifically from this region that are in the building. So it'll be a great networking event too. But it is black tie, you know what I'm saying? So you got to throw that on. You know what I mean? It's a chance for us to play dress up too. All right, that's coming up June 18th. What else we got going on, Corey? We in Nicetown still. A couple more weeks left teaching the babies there. You got that going on. Camp going on. Man, let's check us out, man, because we about to hit the streets too. We trying to go on tour. We'll be in Jacksonville later this year too. And all other places, man. I don't even know where we're going to be at this point. But definitely, the current episode of the podcast, I do want to mention this. It's a dope episode. We got a young brother who works in the cycling industry. He has a whole brand in cycling, and he's killing it. He's absolutely killing it. He's on the cover of magazines, you know what I'm saying, and just doing his thing. The link for the camp. So the link to register for the camp, that'll probably be dropping this next week, as a matter of fact, to register the youth for the camp. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, be on the lookout for that as well. 24 was definitely fire. It probably stayed on TV too long.
Madman.
Prison Break was trash. We got Bosch was here too. Lost was good but frustrating.
Madman Core. I'm jumping there.
It was okay. It just moved too damn slow.
It did.
We got
it was a good watch.
We got House. Just want to show some of the other things before we get out of here. Yeah, so it's a lot. I tell you, it's the golden age of TV, man. There's so many good shows.
The Chi needs to let it go. Like they should have let it go after Homeboy caught them charges or did whatever he did.
Zakina, we bringing a whole squad down Jacksonville. Like a lot of us from like BTHU will be in Jacksonville, so we're gonna have a ball. So definitely stay. We will be there though. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun as we do. We're gonna listen to the speaker box of Love Below while we down there. Yeah, some young ace to go with the speaker box Love Below.
You're in Florida, man. You gotta listen to Trick Daddy or something, man.
We listen to Young Ace, man. We messing with the youth. You know what I'm saying? We messing.
You gotta listen to Yeet. Yeet. That's what they on now.
Don't bring him up. Shout out to GC. GC not here with us, but bring it. Oh yeah. So, what was your thoughts about the Chi too? Before we get out of here, because you got thoughts about the Chi.
Yeah. After Homeboy. After Homeboy left, I can't remember his name. The dude that played Easy. After he left, they should have let it go because last season was it was like a fairy tale. They bringing it back this year. The storylines was just off. Like they gotta let it go. Like it's whack. Like it's whack. It's whack. Like it started off very good. Yeet. Y-E-E-T.
Yeah, it's Y-E-A-T. All the kids like Yeet.
Yeet.
So.
Yeah.
So
what you trying to say about the Chi? It had a spark when it started, but now it's just garbage.
That's it. That's it.
Mark said he agrees with you. The show went to Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
Yeah.
So Yeet is interesting because like my nephew loves Yeet. When we did the thing with the high school kids and we asked them who their favorite artist was, a lot of them put Yeet. And I'm like, I don't know what Yeet got over the children, but the babies love Yeet.
He got him, bro.
I listened to that stuff. I almost threw up, dog.
I don't get it.
He got him.
I don't get it. And
I
like some of the younger artists. I just don't get that.
Yeah, like I guess I'm with the younger artists sometimes. Like I'm a big Lil Baby fan. Like I love Baby. But
he got one flow.
I love it though. I love it.
He be cooking.
He can go. Like he can go. He can go. But my daughter on him.
All right, last question for you. What you think about Rod Wave?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I think he's fire.
Nothing.
Mad depressing though.
Yeah, exactly. Like mad, like depressing and just sad, and he a hood niggas. Aaron.
Read my lines in my head. I mean, she gave herself the job, right?
Right. Yeah, I can't. I'm cool on the shot. I'm not watching this season. And you know what I think is dope about this TV conversation? And I'm gonna shut up. What I think is dope is about this TV conversation. No one mentioned Power, and I love that. That's how you know they're real TV watchers. No one mentioned Power. It's a horrible show. I'm standing on that hill too.
Yo, Power is horrible, and I love every episode. There you go. That's my guilty pleasure. The whole Power universe.
I said Lil Baby.
Yo, the
Lil
Tommy
Baby.
one. The Tommy one might be the worst one of all time. I never realized how bad an actor Tommy was until he got his own show. And I still watch. I call it Super Tommy because they made him like a literal super. He's like a superhero gangster. Like he must be a Marvel show.
I was pissed when he popped up on.
The baby got one long song.
When he popped up on Ozark. I said Lil Baby, not Da Baby. Lil Baby.
Oh yeah, Da Baby. All right,
that's a different baby.
Lil Baby. Lil Baby hard. Like, Lil Baby. Yeah, Lil Baby be killing it. He be cooking. She said, "Wait a minute now. Power was good, sir."
No, Lance. No.
Lil Baby got you. I don't know any of his songs. Yeah, Lil Baby he be cooking. He be cooking. You said he couldn't get through 4 episodes of Tommy, man. It's called Super Tommy. Tommy is I watched every one of them, man. Like it's almost comedy.
Did you like the other show, Jim? When he was a kid, the name escapes me.
I did.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a good show.
I know, but it's like
he called it a sci-fi hood drama. I like that description. All right, man. Let's get out of here though. But let's spin this last wheel, man. Good luck to everybody out there. Chaz, I know that I already got your joint, but send it to me anyway, just so I won't forget to send you this chicken. And whoever may win this one, another $25, man. Let's get to it though. Listen, y'all, we appreciate all the support. For those that are in our university, come check us out Sunday at noon. But let's get to it. Here's the last one.
Bong.
Lorraine, before we get out of here, Lorraine has to let me know that she's still here. Lorraine, let me know that you're still here. Here's one for you, though. I think she is. Lorraine put this comment up before that. What do you think about
Snowfall? What are we talking about? Snowfall. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Lorraine.
Where do you put Snowfall
at? 3, 4. It's there. It's she right there. She.
All right, Lorraine, you here? All right, so Lorraine, you can shoot me an inbox, JW the Blueprint. You can shoot By the Hood inbox on Instagram, By the Hood. You can email By the Hood LLC @gmail.com. Send us a message on Facebook. Just do something to get in touch with us and make sure you give us your cash tag so we can take care of you.
You want Snowfall, Jim?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Snowfall's fire.
Okay.
Adam says, hi, Showtime.
Oh, what up, Adam? That's my nephew.
Oh, all right. What up, young enough? All right, congratulations to all the winners out there, man. Listen, we appreciate y'all. Snowfall's that work, as what Mark said. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I think it would have been a different season if John Singleton would have been alive. I'll say that.
Still would have touched the wire.
This last season. No. Nothing touches the wire ever. Untouchable.
Yeah, it's just brilliant, man. You know what I'm saying? You know. Anyway, with all that being said, man, we'll be back here next Friday as well. So check us out and check out the pod. Everything is By the Hood on all platforms, everywhere. Showtime, man. I just want to say appreciate you as always. It's always good kicking it with you. Every time we kick it with you, we know it's going to be multiple hours because we get into these conversations.
Why do we do this?
All right, this is what we do, man. This is what we do, man. But it's fun nonetheless, and we still went through the charts as we said we would do. But it is what it is, man. Y'all have a great week. We appreciate and love y'all. Peace. For those winners, please send me a message this evening. All right, y'all. Take it easy.
All right, y'all. Peace.